sun is shining, weather is sweet. It's a beautiful spring day in the mountains with snow on the way this weekend. We've got your updates live in Vail and Beaver Creek this morning with everything you need to know to start your day and kick off the weekend. It's Thursday, March 3rd, and Vail Valley Live starts now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Tricia Swenson here in our Eagle Vale studios. We just saw Sarah Innerarity up at Beaver Creek. We'll be checking in with Meredith Kirkman over at Vail. And yes, it is a beautiful spring morning. It's not quite the spring, the vernal equinox quite yet. And actually, we're going to feel a lot more like winter by this weekend. So enjoy today, enjoy the warmer temperatures and the sunshine because more snow is in the forecast. But let's let you know what's going to be on the show today. So Sarah is going to let us know about all sorts of things happening at Beaver Creek. They're going to kick off their spring break celebration, which is called Bloom. They, of course, have Thursday night lights tonight and a lot of shows at the Vlar Performing Arts Center. So we'll get the scoop from Sarah on that. And then Meredith will be over in Vail Village. She's going to be talking to Dom Dunn about the ever hot real estate market that's going on right now in Vail, Beaver Creek, all the surrounding communities. Everyone wants to be here. You can find out more about that. And then we'll also let you know a little bit about the Eagle Valley Library. This is a great place to go if you're kind of taking a break from the slopes or if you have some little ones that aren't quite old enough for ski school. A lot of fun things that you can do at the library with the library district here in Avon, Gypsum, and Eagle. And of course, we'll give you weather, headlines, and so much more. So thanks for being with us this morning. We'll be with you for about the next hour, and you can always watch us on Outside Television. That's Comcast Channel 17 right here in the Vail Valley, or find us on Facebook. Our new Vail Valley Live YouTube page is a good place to go as well, especially if you want to chat with us. If you want to chat, that's on the Facebook page and on our Vail Valley Live YouTube page, and you can chat during the live show. If you can't catch us bright and early in the mornings, you can always catch us on demand. It's nice to be able to, maybe you're cooking dinner, just find out what's going on for the weekend. We are on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, as well as a podcast on Spotify in case you're driving up here, or maybe you're out for a walk with the dog, doing a little snowshoe. We can help you find out what to do. Consider us your concierge to the Vail Valley. But let's go out to Sarah and find out a little bit more about what's happening up at the Beeve. Sarah, the sun hasn't quite crested that mountain, but when it does, it's going to be another gorgeous day.
It's going to be a gorgeous day. I was driving in, I think this is the first morning since probably October or November that the sun was up or starting to come up as I was driving up Valley. So spring is on the way. It's been so nice to enjoy some balmy, sunny afternoons, but it'll be nice to have a little bit more snow coming this weekend. We've got spring break visitors on the way, probably starting tomorrow through the next 3 or 4 weeks. So we're excited to welcome everyone, and so many activities going on both up and down the valley here in Beaver Creek and over in Vail.
And Thursday is a big day at the Beeve. This is when Thursday night lights happen, and the Hay Meadow Gondola is right behind you. So explain how this is going to work this afternoon and how we can get our kids excited. A lot of times you can bribe the kids all day long by saying, you can't do that. If you do this, you're not going to be able to do Thursday night lights. So give us a scoop.
Exactly. So cookie time, of course, 3 o'clock every day. So keep those boots on, maybe enjoy a little bit of opera for the adults, and then make sure you enjoy cookie time at 3, and then come by Hay Meadow Gondola, which is just over here on the lawn behind the Park Hyatt. Registration is getting later now that the sun is up longer, more sunlight, longer days. So check-in is just over here by the pavers at ski school. That starts at 7 o'clock. So do your check-in. They're going to make sure you have a helmet. Everyone's ready to go. Upload on the Hay Meadow Gondola starts at 7:30, and it's such a fun tradition. So whether you're watching from here on the Park Hyatt deck or skiing down with the whole family, it's so fun. We'll have glow batons up top, and then you'll see everyone skiing down with their glow sticks, and then of course fireworks to finish off the evening.
I know. I love it. Just, even if you're like maybe up at Beaver Creek for something else and you hear that boom and people are like, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's Thursday. We've got the fireworks going on. And with it starting a little bit later, it might be a good idea to grab an early dinner. Maybe have your dinner reservation at about 5:30. Try to get in the Blue Moose, maybe the Chop House, and then do that to occupy the kids. And then since it is later, then you can get them home after the fireworks, get them to bed. But this is for the kids that have a higher ski or snowboard ability. This isn't for the little 2 or 3 year olds. I mean, they've got to be able to be a level 5 or above?
Level 5 and above, exactly. Level 5 and above. So you need to be basically an intermediate skier to be able to ski down the mountain. So leave the smaller at home, or they can watch from the deck. So if you've got toddlers or kids that aren't quite to level 5, it's still a really fun experience to watch everyone ski down the mountain with the glow batons, the glow worm, as we call it. And then, of course, fireworks that everyone can enjoy mountainside, or in the village, you can see them sometimes too. And just a great way to kick off the weekend.
Yeah, you can even be over by Splendido or Grouse Mountain Grill and see it kind of from across the village. That's pretty cool. Or maybe if you're just at the Park Hyatt, that's a great vantage point. And we just showed the dates, and it's wrapping up on March 24th. Like, I can't believe we're kind of getting to that time where we only have a few more weeks of certain events.
It's hard to believe. I feel like we were just at opening day, and then it was the holidays, and then we were at the halfway point, and here we are. We've got still lots of great ski days, lots of great events, but things are starting to wrap up for the season. So still a lot of fun things. And then we roll into, of course, lots of great Valar shows this week. 311 is going to be a really fun one. That one, I think, is almost sold out. So if you don't have your tickets and you want to check out 311, make sure you grab those tickets today, because that's very close to sold out. And then the Cirque Mechanics Birdhouse Factory. This one sounds just incredible, like something I've never seen before. So just a full slate of events, great variety. Rick Thomas, the famous illusionist, is going to be performing. So truly something for everyone at the VPAC. And for visitors who haven't been to the Performing Arts Center, it's just a beautiful venue. You walk in and you're just transported, and it's under the ice rink. So if the kids are skating or you're riding around on the ice bikes, you can't believe that there's this stunning Performing Arts Center literally under the ice. Yeah,
and you know what? They're doing some special pricing as well, the family 4-pack. So it's more affordable entertainment, especially for the Cirque Mechanics show on Friday. And I've interviewed Chris Lashua. He kind of started this back in 2002, and the way they realized that, hey, if we pedal this, it makes this move and this go up, and it's kind of a whole engineering feat as well. So it's pretty cool.
It's almost it's like a lesson in physics while you're getting entertained on stage. It's going to be a really special show.
Yeah, so that's this Friday. You can find more at valarpac.org. Hey, Sarah, we're going to let you warm up a little bit. I think you'll find a little fire someplace, and then we'll check it and back in with you. But right now, let's give you some details on the weather. And this weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. Great stores just about a half hour away from here. You go up and over Vail Pass, and you'll find the outlets on both sides of the interstate. A good chance to get some sales or some items that maybe you didn't bring, because it's going to be colder this weekend. So let's take a look at this. So for today, mostly sunny with a high in the 50s, if you can believe that. Right now, we're already sitting at 25. So that is quite warm for our day. This was our daytime high, I think, on last Saturday. So we're already at that point. We're going to see a high in the low 50s. We'll drop down into barely below freezing temperatures tonight, right around 30. We'll have that cloud cover come on through. And then for Friday, a 50% or a chance of snow showers between 9 and 1, and then a chance of even a little rain on the valley floor. We call it mountain snow, valley rain. And then for Friday night, more showers in the forecast. And this is going to last all the way through Saturday and Sunday. Our daytime highs on Saturday and Sunday just around the mid to low 30s, upper 20s by Sunday. Monday, we're going to feel like winter again with a high of 27 and an overnight low of 4 degrees. And according to Open Snow, what they're calling for is possibly 4 inches at the Beaver on Saturday, 4 at Vail, and then similar numbers the next few days. So we could get 4, 4, and 4, so maybe 12 over the next couple day period. So we'll take it. We'd love to get some fresh snow. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more than that. And then our terrain status, we've got the crawl that's been running at the bottom of the screen. That's for Vail Mountain. So that lets you know it's been groomed on Vail Mountain. I know they groomed the Slot, Poppy Fields West, those in the back bowls. And then they did a lot in Blue Sky Basin as well. So this could be a great day to get out to Blue Sky Basin, bring some brats, bring some hot dogs, do some grilling out on those gas grills at Bell's Camp that overlooks Holy Cross Range, just some gorgeous, gorgeous views. So check that out. And then over at the Beaver, they don't have their grooming report up yet. Let me see, because sometimes they get it updated, but it was still, nope, it's still showing March 2nd. So we'll keep on checking in during the show. But don't forget, we have that brand new McCoy Park expansion. My sister and her husband are coming to town tomorrow, so I'm planning to take them there. I think they're going to love it up there. And they do have a little warming hut up there called the Eaton House, where you can maybe grab a quick drink or a snack, or you can even probably bring your own little snack up there to the picnic tables. But that's a quick look at the weather. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to let you know about headlines, the road report, and a lot more. Stay with us.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Live in Beaver Creek, Cirque Mechanics. Be captivated by trapeze artists, acrobats and giant wheels. Be stunned as trampoline artists defy the laws of physics. Giggle at the antics of comedic characters. Be enchanted by the story of laughter, love, flight, and birdhouses. In a word, excellent, says the New York Times. A delight for audiences of all ages. Cirque Mechanics, live March 4th in Beaver Creek. Get tickets at ValarPack.org.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I'm Tricia Swenson here in the Vail studios, and then we've got our hosts out at Beaver Creek and Vail this morning, so we'll be checking in with them. But first, I want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for fueling our adventure this morning. You can find their locations. One is right outside of Minturn, their Roastery Cafe. You can see how everything is made. And then over at Beaver Creek, where Sarah is today, they have their little cafe right on your way up to the Centennial Lift. So check it out. But we're going to check out headlines for today, Thursday, the 3rd of March. And on the cover, you can see they're throwing snow. Snow is removed off of Green Monday at Gypsum Creek Golf Club in Gypsum as the weather warms down valley. The course is always the first to open in Eagle County. So yet we'll see Gypsum opening, probably Eagle Ranch opening before the ski season ends. You can maybe do a little ski and tea. Ski in the morning, golf in the afternoon. But headlines for today. May ballot for Mountain Rec. Board unanimously votes to send revised $40 million all-access rec bond issue to the May 3rd ballot after a $60 million ask was narrowly rejected in November. You can read all about this on page A2 or A3. Also on A2, bugs making a comeback. Vail's Gore Creek showing gains in its microvertebrate populations. You can learn more about this and how it affects our ecosystem and the good news and bad news of it on page A2. Also in today's paper, we're taking it to sports, and Schifrin and Valhova enter the weekend tied in the World Cup standings. So Valhova raced both downhills last weekend while Vail skier rested it out. But the World Cup continues. A lot of people think, oh, after the Olympics, these guys must just go home. Nope, they are all in the racing circuit. So learn more about what's happening in Lenzerheide, Switzerland this weekend for the women. The men head to Kittville, Norway. And then also in Thursday's paper, you can always find the new Art Weekly. This is a new offering that they're putting into the papers. And this week, we're featuring the creative force behind Carrots Vail. And we're talking about Dan Talene. He's been a fixture in this valley for over 5 decades. And just a really neat story behind Carrots and their working studio gallery located right in Vail Village. You can check that out on the insert in today's paper. So grab a copy of your Vail Daily today, or you can always go online and find it. Find all the details of today's stories, archive stories, sign up for newsletters this weekend. If we get all that snow, might be good to be on their newsletter alerts because they will let you know about when the road closures happen. So pretty timely if you can get signed up for that this week. But Vail Daily, you can find it at vaildaily.com. Roads today looking really good. It should be smooth sailing as far as any weather-related delays are concerned. What we saw a few days ago is just accidents. There was a big accident when people were trying to go westbound from Denver up to the valley, but the roads are nice and dry. Even the side streets have dried up nicely, especially today with another 50-degree day in store and the sun being out a little bit longer. With these longer days, we'll see a lot of those side streets, driveways starting to melt, so that's good news. But do keep cotrip.org handy. Put the app on your phone, so if you're doing some traveling this weekend, because we could see some problems out there once those snowflakes start to fall. But that's a quick look at what's going on with your headlines as well as your road report. What do you say? Should we take it out to? Yeah, let's take it out to Sarah. Okay, Sarah. All right. Hey, I got to ask you something. Hey, do you know what ski joring is?
I have heard of this. I know they do it in Steamboat and
Yeah.
I think down in southern Colorado in Creed near Wolf Creek. And I think they have it in Leadville. I haven't seen it in person, but it looks like such a cool way to marry skiing and that Western cowboy culture.
Oh, yeah. You know what? So it is the 74th Ski Joring and Crystal Carnival going on this weekend in Leadville. And for those of you that don't know about Leadville, Leadville was almost going to be the capital of Colorado at one point. You know, big mining days, huge boom. Just the Tabor Opera House, they had so much, and there's so much history there, but they also really hold true to their Western heritage. So Harrison Avenue, that main drag, they load in all the snow, and then you got your teams of your skier and then your horse and rider. And they pull you through this course. They've got the jumps. You have this spear, and you go through these little rings. And you kind of judged on getting those obstacles and your times. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is what it looks like right here. And I love, you can see the architecture of Leadville as well. But Sarah, this would be pretty exciting to go see this weekend.
Definitely. And for people who haven't been to Leadville, it is such an incredible little town. It's the highest elevation airport, if not in the country, I think in North America. So it's, even higher than we are here in the valley. And just you can see the architecture here in the video. So fun to walk around Main Street, get a bite to eat, just enjoy the ambiance. You feel like you're transported back in time. One of my favorite movies growing up was The Unsinkable Molly Brown. I don't know if you've seen this, Tricia. And it's a true story. And she lived in Leadville and worked at the saloon slinging drinks. So much fun history. We're so used to kind of commonplace ski resorts and ski towns. But like you said, I think at one point it was the most populous town in Colorado. So
yes.
Really a fun weekend.
And you know what? That Tabor Opera House was considered the just most beautiful and opulent opera house this side of the Mississippi. And they're trying to save the Tabor still. And they've been getting all sorts of grants and winning contests to help them preserve it. And then in addition to the ski touring, they're going to be doing some fun races. So they've got a Nordic Sprint that'll happen on Friday afternoon. And that'll be just taking the racers across that snowfield that the horses will go on the next day. And then they're doing a night bike race, a fat tire bike race around the Mineral Belt Loop. And this is a really cool historic loop that takes you around the perimeter of the town of Leadville. I think the course will be about 13 miles. I think the actual Leadville Loop is maybe closer to 11, but this will be at night, so the headlamps and the big fat tire bikes. And then they're doing a paintball biathlon on Sunday. So a little twist
like
on your regular rifle. Yeah, so a couple cool things going on. You know, it's fun to do some of these day trips either to Leadville or maybe even to Glenwood Springs. We've got the Glenwood Canyon Adventure Park, and especially with Adventure Ridge and Epic Discovery not open this year, so the tubing isn't happening, their mountain coaster isn't happening. You can do that fun stuff down at Glenwood and maybe hit the hot springs on the way back.
Definitely. And they're both such easy drives. It's such a beautiful drive through Minturn, along the river, up to Leadville, and really not that far away.
Yeah.
And then Glenwood Springs, of course, down valley, and 2 options for soaking after your legs are sore after a nice day on the hill, either the Iron Mountain Hot Springs or the Glenwood Springs pool. So really so much to offer just for about a 30 or 40 minute drive outside the valley.
I know. And then you can always, hit the outlets too. We've got that. So a couple of day trips, because a lot of times when people are here for the entire week, they are looking for something different to do. So it's always good to mix it up. Your legs might need a break, especially if you did the Challenge last weekend. How did that go? Did you guys have quite a bit of participation up there at the Beeve?
The turnout was wonderful. So for the first time this year, the Challenge was spread over 2 days. Typically, it's a one-day event. It's been so popular in recent years, so it was spread through both Saturday and Sunday. So lots of fun with the vendor village. All the partners had tents up at the top, and the weather was great. Obviously lots of fresh powder to enjoy after those couple of storms. So lots of fun. And you can see, we talked about the sun coming up. It's just coming up over Red Buffalo Park and Allie's Cabin, and it's amazing how much it warms up. I was a little chilly for that first spot standing in the shade, but I don't even know if I need my jacket now. It just feels amazing in the sun.
I know. Did you bring sunglasses today? I started bringing sunglasses because we're getting to that time.
I've got the sunglasses. I've got the sun balm. It's already, this is the time of the year you got to dress in layers. You've got your leaving the house at 6 outfit, and then you've got your run up and take some runs at lunch outfit, and then you've got your going home in the afternoon. So a fully packed duffel bag for these days where it's such a nice temperature swing.
It definitely is. All right. Well, hey, Sarah, one more thing that we can recommend that people do, especially if they have littler kids that aren't quite in ski school yet, the libraries. They're a great resource. Or even if you want to, get movies, you can, or if you are a grandparent and want to get a great book when the kids are out skiing, we've got the Eagle Valley Library District. So we're going to learn more about some of their great programs. Here we are at the Avon Public Library, part of the Eagle Valley Library District, and Tegan Davis joins us now. She's the Public Relations Librarian here, and we're going to talk about a great benefit for Eagle County students. Tell us about this.
Okay, so we partnered with the Eagle County School District to have the students' ID be their library card.
Oh, good.
So they only need one card. It's their student ID card, and they can bring that into the library, and then they can check out whatever they need. They can hop online and use our online resources. So it's just a good reminder for students that they have more available to them with their student ID. They can come in and use our resources at the library.
Well, what's so nice is not all of our schools in Eagle County have their own libraries, so this just makes the resources go even further, and it's a great benefit for Eagle County kids. It's also, sometimes the teachers will say you can't get all your information for research projects online. So you got to go physically find it, and you can find it here.
Finding good resources in the stacks and in books. So working on that media literacy as well as your reference. So
well, let's take us around. So, like, what are some examples of when the kids might need this?
Okay. So we do get some classes that come in and kids pick out a particular animal that they want to study. And so here's like our animal section. So our mammals, so we can hop in and like learn more about bighorn sheep, or maybe you're wanting to explore mountain lions, or i.e. cougars, depending on what region you are in, or maybe you want to jump into the big blue and take a and look at some whales, and that's a beluga whale.
And how about like hippopotamus?
Yep, hippopotamus.
And they're pretty dangerous animals.
They are very dangerous animals, even though they only eat plants.
Okay.
And so kids can come in here and they can check out the resources that they need to do to complete their projects. So again, you know, beavers, and we have multiple, so if you're really into doing research on beaver, we have more books on beavers. So you can check out whatever you need, and then students are able to put their presentations and research papers together.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and I bet you the teachers love to have this resource as well. And the parents are probably glad that it's not something, you know, they're going to lose. They don't need another library card to make this happen.
Student ID, bring it in, and you're set to go. And then you have access, again, to all our materials, all our lending libraries, as well as our online stuff. And it's not just for homework. You can come in and check out the fun stuff, too. So we have GoPros, and we have video games, and we have graphic novels. So we have fun stuff, too. It's not just for research.
And the movies and everything. So, yes, and this is available at the Avon Public Library and Down Valley.
Yep, Eagle and Gypsum. So bring in your student ID, and it will work.
Okay, and basically, parents, when you registered your kids for the school year, that was right there. You had to opt out. So you really don't have to do anything. This is available to you right now.
Yeah, and anytime you join the school, it automatically logs you in. So again, you just walk in with your student ID, and it works like a library card.
Okay, if we have any more questions, what's the best source?
evld.org, which is our website. We have more information on the one card there, or you can give us a call anytime.
Okay, students, come on in. All this information is available to you.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
You deserve more from your steak. You deserve the only steak that's guaranteed to be perfect every single time. At Omaha Steaks, we're delivering old school quality with a now school mentality. That means aging every steak for tenderness, carefully hand carving, and obsessing over every last detail, so you never second guess a single bite. For a limited time, get 4 free chicken breasts and 4 free pork chops with your order. Go to omahasteaks.com/TV today. You deserve this.
Live in Beaver Creek, Cirque Mechanics. Be captivated by trapeze artists, acrobats and giant wheels. Be stunned as trampoline artists defy the laws of physics. Giggle at the antics of comedic characters. Be enchanted by the story of laughter, love, flight, and birdhouses. In a word, excellent, says the New York Times. A delight for audiences of all ages. Cirque Mechanics, live March 4th in Beaver Creek. Get tickets at polarpack.org.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, going to take a look at the weather. We're already seeing highs in the 20s for this time of day, which was kind of unheard of a couple of days ago, but 28 right now, and we're going to see a high of 52 later on today, then dropping just below freezing for tonight. And then for your Friday, 43, but we're going to see a lot more clouds moving through, and then we're going to cool off by the weekend. It'll feel a lot more like winter this weekend than today. So enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the warm temperatures, and then get ready for the change as we roll into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now on Friday, we have a chance of snow showers between 9 and 1, and then maybe a chance of rain on the valley floor. We kind of call it that mountain snow, valley rain transition as we move into spring. So we'll see partly sunny, and then we'll see the clouds start to build throughout the afternoon. Friday night, we'll have showers. Saturday, an 80% chance of showers throughout the day, and we could see the wind pick up as well. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour for your Saturday, and then for your Sunday, more snow, and And how much are we talking about? Well, according to Open Snow, we could see 4 inches at both resorts Friday or Saturday, Sunday into Monday. So maybe 12 when this is all said and done and we get through this storm system. Now, over at Vail, we do have the crawl that's rolling for you at the bottom of the screen to let you know what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. They are open 8:30 to 3:30. Keep in mind, Blue Sky Basin closes first, then the back bowls, then the front side. So plan your day. I recommended earlier, probably head out to Blue Sky Basin first, enjoy the day, maybe bring a picnic out there. They don't have any snacks at Bell's Camp this year, but they do have the grills. So if you plan it right, maybe bring some brats, some buns, some burgers. Some people get real fancy and bring out like salmon and the foil and put it on the grill, but you can have a lot of fun with that. And then over at Beaver Creek, we do have our terrain open for you. They're open at about 98%. So I don't think there's really anything that's missing. Even Stone Creek chutes are open these days. And let's see if we've got the grooming report. Nope, they still have yesterday's on there. I wanted to see if they'd updated that. Usually they do it while we're right in the show. But you know what? You're going to find some great runs. If you're going to start at Beaver Creek, maybe make your goal to go out to Arrowhead and then Bachelor Gulch and then back again. Keep in mind that Arrowhead and Bachelor Gulch, those lifts close at 3:30. Otherwise, main Beaver Creek Mountain is open 9 until 4 every single day throughout the year. But let's bring it out to Beaver Creek. Speaking of the Beav, I think we've got Sarah out there. Oh, Sarah, Emma said, she's glowing. It just looks so beautiful out there. Your skin looks great, darling.
It's so nice and warm. I mean, I'm telling you, just moving. I started off over by the Park Hyatt, and then I was at the Chop House deck. Now I'm here in front of the skier bridge. I've got Strawberry Park behind me, and it just feels like it's going to be a gorgeous day out here. It's already warmed up. I would say 15 or 20 degrees since the show started. And just want to remind people about McCoy Park. I know you've skied over there, Tricia.
Yeah.
Such a nice addition to the terrain. So the best way to access McCoy Park, which is acres and acres of new terrain that just opened, you know, right after Christmas, right after the holidays. It's so wide open back there. It is so beautiful, incredible views. We've got the Eaton House, which is a nice place to stop and rest your legs, and really check it out if you haven't yet. It's a great learning place. So if you're just, you know, maybe graduating from beginner to intermediate terrain, and you can access that right behind me. So you'll take Strawberry Park Express up, which is just across the skier bridge from Chair 6, the Centennial Gondola, and you'll see on the video here, just wide open. You don't even feel like you're in a resort. It's just a spectacular, you know, glades, bowl. So really recommend, if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to drop in there.
I know, Sarah, like when we were there, you know, for the opening day in January, and I really felt like I had been transported someplace different. Like I was like, I didn't get on a plane, but I don't feel like I'm in Beaver Creek Resort. And what's really neat is you don't really see any buildings. You see Mamie's kind of to the north of you. And then when you get to the off the main lift, you've got the Eaton House, the little warming hut, and the bathrooms. But other than that, like, you don't really see civilization. It's just kind of cool.
It's so easy to get. It's a great point. It's so easy to get back there and easy to get back to the base when you're through skiing, but you just feel like you're in a different world. Certainly not lift service. It feels like you're, you know, maybe doing some backcountry, and it's so nice to see families over there, you know, with the younger kids, because again, it's pretty, you know, beginner to intermediate terrain, and it's so open. So it's like a choose your own adventure. You can start off in one trail, you're not really sure, and you can jump into the trees, or, you know, I was up there with some friends a couple weeks ago, and the guys were going off some jumps. So truly something for everyone, and easy to get back there, but you feel just completely removed from the resort.
Exactly. And you know what? There's 14 runs back there, or 14 runs. Or is
I
there?
think it's either 14 or 15.
Yeah, and they're all kind of more beginner, and then there's like 3 blue runs. And what's really cool about this is you basically, instead of doing the challenge, you could do the McCoy Park challenge with your friends that are maybe lower ability level. You know, have them go out there or bribe the kids. Hey, if you do all the runs in McCoy Park, we'll do Thursday Night Lights tonight. You know, so a little, you know, bribing action, but a little challenge. Put it out there for you. But I love the names, you know, like Serenity and Harmony, and just a really cool place to be. Hey, but Sarah, I got to ask you about this. Speaking of kids and, you know, spring break, we're going to see a lot more people coming to town each week from all over the nation. What about this little event that's going on? Not little, but because Beaver Creek always does thing in grand style. But tell us about Bloom.
So Bloom is a lot of fun. This is basically the spring break events that take place all throughout March. So it kicks off this weekend and it runs through the 27th. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, actually Thursday as well with Thursday Night Lights. It'll have some extra special glow giveaways. So it'll be an enhanced Thursday Night Lights experience. And then it kicks off this weekend. So Saturday, Fun Fest, which everyone loves, the carnival games, the fun prizes in the village for the kids. DJ Courtney will be spinning, so that's a really fun, family-friendly DJ that'll be playing in Beaver Creek. And then on Sunday, Alpine Arts Center, which is a fantastic art center that does all kinds of great classes in the community. They're based in Edwards. Their team will be in Beaver Creek doing tie-dye activities. So complimentary while supplies last. Kids can pick out a fun thing to tie-dye and take home. And that's Sundays, 4 to 5:30 throughout March.
Okay. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. The tie-dye and springtime and everything. And all these happen right on the plaza, so near the ice rink. And that's such a great place to go right after the mountain closes. I think people think they just, get back on the bus and go back to the parking lot. Not the case. Just head on down the escalators. The ice rink's going to be open for you. So, all right, we're looking forward to that. Okay, Sarah, we're going to let you find another pretty view. I hope you got your sunscreen because you're going to need it today for sure, even this morning. Okay. All right. We'll be right back with more Vail Valley Live. Stay with us.
Skiing is more dangerous than ever due to crowded slopes and people skiing faster than their abilities allow. Hi, this is Joseph Block, a ski injury attorney at Block and Chapleau. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and it injures you, you're entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has a responsibility to avoid skiers below.
If you've been injured, you need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. Call Block and Chapleau today at 970-926-1700. We've been doing this for over 30 years and have collected millions of dollars of compensation for injured skiers and snowboarders.
Block and Chapleau has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you. Your case is our priority.
If you've been injured in an automobile or ski collision, call us today at 970-926-1700 to speak to an attorney, or go to vailjustice.com.
You're probably wondering, what makes these chips taste so good? Here's a hint. It's lime. They taste like lime. Tostitos, get to the good stuff.
It's 5 a.m. and I feel like I can do anything.
We've got apples and cabbage, 7,000 dahlias, vegetables, and
brisket for dinner.
This is my happy place.
We've been coming here since 1868.
My grandmother used to say,
"Don't call me, don't bother me, I'm going out to mow."
There's a lot of cushy desk jobs out there, but
I make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, want to check in with some of our chatters. We have Robert Stephenson saying he loves this time of year. We do too, but we are going to get some snow. And then over on our other chats, that was on Facebook, and then on YouTube, Dan Elliott saying good morning. Spring skiing has started early. That is correct, Dan, but we're going to head back to winter, and that's what we're talking about right now with our weather. So enjoy today. We are going to have very spring-like temperatures. We're already almost to 30 degrees, and it's barely 8 o'clock. We're going to see highs in the 50s for later on. Here's a look at Vail Mountain. Look at that sunshine just coming across the top of the hill there. We're going to open Vail at 8:30. Beaver Creek opens at 9.
Trish, you want to hit the slopes? I'm jealous. Look at all. I want to be one of those.
I know. I want to make some turns this morning, corduroy turns this morning. Hey, pay attention to the crawl. We're going to put that at the bottom of the screen so you can find out what's been groomed on Vail Mountain. And we keep on checking. Beaver Creek hasn't quite updated their groomer yet, but we'll get to that. But here's the big change in the weather. So today, we got the sunshine. Put on the sunscreen, wear the dark lens. Now, what we're going to see tomorrow is the snow showers starting between 9 and 11, then maybe even some rain on the valley floor just due to the lower elevation, so mountain snow, valley rain. And then by Saturday, snow showers, the wind could be gusting up to about 25 miles per hour, but you're going to have an 80% chance of precipitation for your Saturday. And then for your Sunday, 100% chance of precipitation, and that's going to continue even into Monday. And according to Open Snow, the type of snow totals we're looking at, 4 inches Saturday, Sunday, Monday for both Vail and Beaver Creek. So when it's all told, maybe about a foot of new snow by the time we get to start off the next week. And then terrain status, like I said, we're going to open up at 8:30 for Vail Mountain. And then we're going to see things move to some different hours next week. I'm not going to say it yet because you might get confused and think it's already happening. But I'm going to just say there is a change on the horizon because we're changing the time. We've got the time change happening. Daylight savings time begins next week, so we're not going to even talk about it until next week. And then over at Beaver Creek, we were mentioning all the cool things going on with McCoy Park, maybe doing the village to village experience. Get out there, get some vertical today. If you love the sun and the blue skies, those kind of days, this is your day before we roll into about 3 or 4 days of storms. But that's a look at your weather. Let's take it out to Vail. We do have Meredith standing by with Tom Dunn from Liv Sotheby's International Realty. Let's take it away.
Good morning. I have Tom Dunn here with me, and he's a real estate broker for Liv Sotheby's International Realty. So we're talking some real estate this morning.
Yes, we are. Good morning, real estate.
Good morning, real estate. We are here in the Gorsuch Ski Cafe, and you know, we've been around the valley about the same amount of time.
So to speak.
So to speak.
So to speak,
True
yes.
local here, and I can't wait to learn what's your favorite part of the valley and why you kind of got into real estate.
Wow, that's a good question. I moved here in June of 1994 when they were chasing OJ and the white Bronco, for all those that were old enough to remember that. The lifestyle brought me here. I grew up in Texas, graduated from the University of Texas. Didn't want to live there anymore. Great state, but this is better. And I moved here to ride my bike and ski, and have managed to stay, and I'm still here.
That's incredible. Did you bounce around a lot and find different houses and neighborhoods?
A little bit. I kind of found Eagle Vail early, and I'm still live there now. Have raised my family there. They're all kind of making their way out of the house now. But Eagle Vail's been. I call myself an Eagle Vail purist for any of those Vail locals that know what I mean.
I love it. I'm a West Vail purist.
There you go.
But much respect for Eagle Vail. There's so many great neighborhoods and real estate all over. I mean, we don't have tons and tons of listings, but you know, it's an interesting time for the market, and I'm excited to hear a little bit more on what you predict on this year.
Wow, predictions. Yeah. I get asked this question a lot, as you can imagine. As everybody know, inventories at historic lows around the country, not just here. Prediction for 2022. I think we're in this cycle for a little while. Low inventory, high demand. Until that kind of evens out a little bit, I think we're here. You know, what changes that is a big question, whether it's interest rates or, you know, the stock market bumping along. Sometimes that can change people's buying habits. But I think we're here for a little bit. For those brokers out there, they know what I mean when you have to get a little more creative in finding inventory. Calling your fellow broker, kind of beating the bushes a little bit. This is when being in the valley for years and years and years really pays off because you have strong relationships. So, yeah, that's kind of my my answer to the rest of 2022. We'll see if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah. What's your opinion on all of the cash sales that we've been seeing?
You know, cash sales, I predominantly do stuff in the second home resort market, so we're pretty used to cash deals. I will tell you the kind of the big shift for me that surprised me, that even folks like our Denver buyer is still our number one buyer. Those buyers have a lot of money as well. Still might be getting a loan, but putting a lot of cash down toward transactions. So that has been somewhat of a surprise. In short, people looking in Vail, they have money, whether it's cash to take out the deal all the way or putting a healthy chunk down. So it's building it's building our economy and making it strong. So unlike in 08, 07, when everything went upside down, I don't think that's going to be an issue if something stabilizes or changes this year or going forward.
Good to hear. So if you're not, front ranger or loaded with money and you're here locally and maybe you're trying to buy your first house or kind of upscale, what's your advice for them?
Wow. Stay with it. Stay with it. It can be definitely a slugfest. I help local buyers as well, and it can be a little bit challenging, but work with a good broker. Who you work with definitely matters. Negotiating, knowing the tricks, having those relationships to lean on can certainly matter in a negotiation. So work with somebody good and hang in there.
I love it. And you were just briefing me, my last question. So you're somewhat new to being with Liv Sotheby's international firm. And I just want to hear kind of why you made that shift and how's it going for you?
I'm newer or newish. I was with Liv Sotheby's and then went to another firm and then now back with Liv Sotheby's. Okay. So, it was just a better fit for me. Liv Sotheby's is still the number one brand in luxury real estate, and it works well for me. So I'm happy to be back.
Awesome. Well, you sound like the man with the information. I mean, I wish I could keep this conversation going, but if other viewers are interested in getting to know you and talk to you, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
A couple of places. You can always call me, 970-390-5737, or tomdunninvail.com, or Instagram, tomdunninvail. So,
perfect.
Yeah, check me out.
I love it. I'm going to be buying him a copy next and learning even more, but it's been so great to chat with you.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you around.
Yes, you will. Thanks.
All right, great to check in with Tom Dunn at the Gorsuchsky Cafe right there with Liv Sotheby's International Realty, and that's interesting, the different predictions for this year, what we're seeing in the market, very hot right now, like everyone just wants to be here, so, figure out what you need to do to make that happen and make your dreams come true. But so what are we going to do next, Emma?
Let's take it to a break.
Okay, we're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Sarah up at Beaver Creek, and she's got some more ideas of what you can do this afternoon.
You are an electric vehicle. Electricity powers your heart. Want to feel your heartbeat faster? Drive an electric car, where the loudest sound is the beat of your electric heart. This is the new Nissan.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
Love is the theme all month at Nap Harvest, and they invite you to experience their love of food, flowers, and bees. Pick up a delicious dinner and dessert for your Valentine. Grab jewelry for a friend and bath salts for yourself, and show your love for the planet with Fill and Refill. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
In 1964, television viewers tuned in to The Ed Sullivan Show to see the American debut of a British group called The Beatles, and the world was never the same. Featuring music from the Rolling Stones, the Kinks, the Beatles and more, the British Invasion relives the hits that changed the world. This immersive multimedia concert experience takes you on a musical journey front and centre back to the 60s. They came, they sang, they conquered. The British Invasion, live on stage.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
We get out, fire it up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it, and we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew, get out and do.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. And of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Well, enjoy today if you like the spring weather, but if you like snow, we've got it in the forecast. Here's a quick look at your weather, or last weather of the day, and you're going to see mostly sunny skies today. We're already almost to 30 degrees. Our daytime high will reach into the low 50s, and our overnight low dropping down just below the freezing mark, right at 29 degrees. Tomorrow, still pretty warm temperature-wise with a high of 43, and then we'll drop down in the mid-20s, and then by the weekend, especially by Sunday, we'll start to feel a little bit more like winter. So our highs will be in the 30s for Saturday, Sunday, upper 20s for Monday. Then our overnight lows really dipping down as the storm walk moves out, and we see those skies start to clear again on Tuesday. But here's what we're expecting for your Friday: a chance of snow in the morning, and then maybe a mix of snow and rain, like maybe a mountain snow, valley rain. So if you're down in Eagle and Gypsum, even Edwards, maybe you're going to see those raindrops because of the temperature change. But up on the mountain, that'll be snow because of the higher elevations and the cooler temperatures. For Saturday, we'll see snow showers, 80% chance, and the winds gusting maybe as high as 25 miles per hour in the evening. And then for Sunday, 100% chance of snow. And what's the forecast calling for as far as snow levels? Well, we could see 4 inches according to Open Snow on Vail and Beaver Creek for Saturday, for Sunday, and for Monday. So when it's all through, we could maybe see about a foot of new snow. And March is typically one of our snowiest months. So hopefully we'll see that come to fruition. And then let's bring out the crawls so you can find out what's been groomed in the last 24 hours on Vail Mountain. We've got the slot groomed. I know Big Rock Park, Cloud 9, back in Blue Sky Basin. I've been recommending going there today. I think that's the key. Either go there early and then come back and have lunch, or bring your lunch out there. Even grabbing a sandwich just from the grocery store could be good to go. Or maybe a breakfast burrito, have that on the mountain a little bit later. And then over at Beaver Creek, here's what we can expect. And we're going to see let's see if we got the grooming up yet. Oh, we do! Okay, so here's what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. I can't go through the whole list already, but I think I'll just give you a few of my faves. You know, this could be a great day to go over to Arrowhead. Maybe, Little Cresta is groomed for you today. We've got a Little Brave as well. Or Batcher Gulch, some fun ones. I love Rough Lock, one of my favorite runs going into the Beeve. And then don't forget that from Avon, you can take the Weston Gondola and then take the landing lifts, Upper and Lower Beaver Creek Mountain Express, and that'll get you to McCoy Park, the brand new expansion, and Sanctuary, Splendor, Journey, Serenity, Harmony, Unwind, Exploration. They've all been groomed. And that's the groomer's choice, groomed after midnight for you. So that's a quick look at the terrain and weather report. Once again, sunshine today, sunscreen today. Wear the dark goggles, dark lens goggles for the bright sunshine. But let's take it out to Sarah.
Who looks like she's living her best life?
What?
Look at this.
Oh, living her best life. All right. I love it. You got the sunglasses on, Sarah. Okay. Hey, you're going to tell us a little bit about après ski, where to go.
That's right. I've got my shades on. I feel like the coldest days are gone. I've just been shedding layers. The gloves are off. I'm about ready to take the jacket off. It is so balmy. I'm on the Powder 8 deck. I feel like I'm about ready for an umbrella drink or a little frosty something. I mean, it's just a gorgeous day and so many great opera options. You know, you wrap up your day on the hill, your legs are getting a little sore, kick up your boots. Lots of great decks. Obviously, Powder 8 deck right here at the base. Chair 6 is just an arm's length away. Blue Moose has a great happy hour special. The Chop House deck right at the base. If you actually do want an umbrella drink, which I recommend, the Tiki Bar at Hooked is so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just so many great options to wrap up your day. The kids can skate, they can play on the ice rink. And one thing I want to mention is the Common Consumption Area, or CCA, is such a nice addition at Beaver Creek. So this launched about a year and a half ago, and it'll stay in effect. So a lot of towns had basically open container that were allowed during the pandemic. This is in place forever. So you can go into any of the restaurants or bars in the village, ask for your CCA cup. So it needs to be in a certain cup that's going to have the CCA logo, which is Common Consumption Area, and then the name of the restaurant on the back. And then you can walk around with your drink in the village. So again, watch the kids ice skate or run around and do carnival on Saturday. So a really fun way that the whole family can walk around and enjoy the village.
One of the things that I like about it is sometimes I'll go into Beaver Creek Landing, that mercantile. And is that still there this year?
You know, I haven't been down there. So do you mean the market right by St. James?
No. Right, the staircase up from the ice rink. And it's got all the items from like the farmer's market that we see in the summer. And it's called the Landing Mercantile. And what's really cool is that all your favorite artists that are at the summer market in Vail, they kind of bring them into one roof, but they have wine there. They've got some little snacks there. And that's a good place to pop in, do a little shopping, and then walk around too. I used to do that a lot last year.
And Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, which is one of my favorite spots. Chris sees me coming. He starts making my latte as soon as I walk in the door every morning. And they've got some great options, too, for après. So you can go in and get a delicious cup of coffee or pastry before you ski. And then, again, grab a little beverage afterwards. So many great options. And this weather has me with a little bit of spring fever. You know, I feel like we always have the pretend spring, as we call it, where we get the week or two of T-shirt weather, sunny afternoons, and then obviously happy to have some powder days ahead. So the best of both worlds coming up in the next few days.
Yeah. So enjoy today if you like, the sun and the fun and everything. And then we're going to be in the cloud cover till about Monday. And our temperatures are going to be quite a bit cooler according to our forecast. But I feel like we should check in with Meredith. I think she's seen a lot of sunshine over there as well. Meredith, okay, where are you standing? What's going on at the lifts?
I, too, am basking in the sun. The sun feels so incredible this morning. I know Sarah's over in Beaver Creek. It feels just as good. I'm over here at the base of Vail. And, I feel like this is the après report.
Yeah, can you add to it? Oh, we're freezing up a little bit.
So for that sunny deck, I would actually suggest to go après down in Lion's Head, either at Chop House or Tavern on the Square. Those actually have a lot of sunlight. But in Vail Village, we tend to lose some sunlight within the village, but there's so many great après spots. We have V-Bar at Vendettas, and they're great if you're in this mood for a slice of pizza, and then you can get like a Swiss hot dog at Blue Cow, or of course there's great Mexican restaurants, Los Amigos, or what's that other one?
El Sabor. El Segundo, El Sabor. You know what? I like the El Sabor deck. That's right. You cross a skier bridge, you hook that left. You can't really get any closer. But then what I like about the El Segundo deck is that is western facing. It overlooks Gore Creek. And there's really no buildings obscuring the sunlight to it. So you don't get kind of boxed out with the shade of the next building. It's there. It's there for the duration.
For the creek, it's a beautiful area. So I would arrive early. Maybe the one that's hanging back and do spa day earlier in the day, go have her try to put in a reservation.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, reservations kind of the name of the game this week. All right. Well, hey, you know what? It's about time to wrap things up. So we want to make sure that we say goodbye. All right, Sarah, once again, Thursday Night Lights tonight. Give us the timing if we want to get the kids out there.
That's right. Thursday Night Lights. So check-in is just over here at the Haymeadow Gondola. So right behind the Park Hyatt. Check-ins at Ski School. That starts at 7 o'clock. So make sure you register. Let them know you're ready. Make sure to bring that helmet, levels 5 and above, and then upload at the Haymeadow Gondola is 7:30. It should be a really fun evening.
Okay, all right, I love it. The fireworks, everything going on. Meredith, did you ever do Thursday Night Lights when you were growing up here?
I honestly didn't. It's I do. I don't think I've ever even night skied, and it's the only opportunity to do any night skiing here in Vail. So
Okay, maybe we should all go. We should all go one night. Is it okay, Sarah? Can people with no kids go?
Of course, it's open for anyone. Yeah, I think we should do an outing and do a little Thursday Night Light excursion. That sounds perfect.
I think that sounds fun. All right, it's only going till the 24th, so we got to get this on the calendar. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a fun show. We'll see you right back here tomorrow at 7:30. Bye-bye.